Welcome to another episode of What You Can Buy with Your Money in Algarve. If you are new here, this channel is all about helping you relocating to Portugal and especially to Algarve. I am so happy that you like these videos, and this is the reason why I keep making them, because you seem to like it. And if you didn't had the time to subscribe, please take a moment and subscribe to my channel. It will help me a lot. Because one of my subscribers, reached out to me on Instagram and asked me information about properties in Portugal. I want to make note about my purpose here on this channel and why I keep doing these videos that are related to houses, real estate that is sold in Algarve. Well, this subscriber thought that my ultimate purpose with these videos, my business purpose, would be to become a realtor and sell these properties to you, and by doing this, earning a commission. I am here to tell you that in Portugal, I think in most countries, but in Portugal, you have to have a license in order to do that, to help people buy and sell properties. And my piece of advice to you would be never to work with a person or a realtor who doesn't have this authorization. It is easily to verify if a person has an authorization or not. It should be on his, main channel, on his business card, and you just could ask him directly if he is authorized to do this. First, I'm not authorized to do this, and second and most importantly, I am not interested in becoming a realtor. I'm doing this just for fun because I spend a lot of time watching sites and properties before buying my house, and I just want to share with you my, experience, my opinion about real estate in Portugal. And also, I'm doing this video because you seem to like to watch them. So by all means, I am not interested in becoming a realtor in Portugal. If I would have a business plan around this idea, it would be most about helping people decide if a house is right for them. I know that this should be the purpose of a realtor, but really a realtor wants to sell the house to you, and it's up to you to decide if this property is good for you or not. So what I would love to do is be like a counselor and teach the person to ask the right questions and ultimately to come to the right conclusion if that property is good for you, for that person or not. But I don't think I would do that either. But if I would do something related to real estate, it would be that and not becoming a professional realtor. This video is about seeing what you can buy in Algarve with 200,000 euros. For some people it can be a large amount. For some people they consider that $200,000 it's not a lot to spend on the house, especially if you take that house with a credit loan. I don't know. But I remember when I came to Portugal, actually before I was in Portugal, I was deciding on my budget. I have a video explaining to you why it is my opinion that you should not start with the budget in mind. And that video is based on my experience. I would link it down below and also here. But when I was starting looking for my property, also, I was starting with my budget in mind, and I remember that I was talking with my partner and we said, okay, we should buy a house, it's a second house, it's a vacation house, okay, we would finally and ultimately move there, but it should be a small place and we shouldn't spend more than $100,000 on that property. Of course, this would show what kind of money we would have to invest in a second property. And we thought that $100,000 would bought us a nice property near the ocean, near the sea. And this is what we thought at the time, and I'm sure that this is what you think now if you are just starting looking for a property. But if you are watching my videos, and I have a lot of videos for a lot of budget, 50,000 euros, 75,000 euros, you can check them down below. Or also on my channel, I have a list buying a property in Algarve, and you should be able to check them there. And if you look at these videos, you will see that 100,000 euros, it's not gonna buy you practically anything in Algarve, and 200,000 euros, it's not far behind. I mean, you should be able to buy something nice and livable with this budget, but not something fancy and extraordinary like you would think, and how I started to think when I first started to look for something in Portugal. And why is this? Why do we think that with a little money we can buy something extraordinary in Portugal? Because this is what the mass media told us, that Portugal is very cheap and very affordable. And yes, it's very cheap and very affordable if you are coming from the US and you have a lot of money, if you are coming from UK and you have a lot of money, or in general if you have a lot of money. But in Portugal, it's not so cheap anymore because a lot of people found out about it, and for sure it's not cheap around the touristy areas that are created especially for the tourists, for the expats who have more money. So if you are looking for a house, a cheaper house in Portugal, you should go to the east coast or in central Algarve, or to the north, but not really close to Lisbon, not very close to Lisbon, not in Lisbon or the metropolitan area, or Cascais or Estoril. Just go to Setúbal or more central areas, or the east coast. But Algarve, it's not one of the cheap areas. I've talked a lot in this video, I don't know why. You inspired me to talk about my plans, actually about what my plans are not, about not becoming a realtor. I don't really know what I want to do. I hope that in the future this channel will become, if not very successful, I mean, I don't think I will have like 1 million subscribers or something like that, but maybe I would be able to make a decent profit out of this channel by collaborations or maybe ads, or I don't know. I didn't think about it because this channel started as a hobby more than a business. But it is true that I'm thinking about how I can make it happen so I will not be chained to my business in Romania, and I could work remote doing videos for you. I don't know, this is just an idea and maybe just a dream. Now let's look at the houses. Let's see what your money, 200,000 euros, can buy you in Algarve. So let's see, dear wonderful people who want to move to Portugal, or you just like to look at houses. Let's see what we can buy with 200,000 euros in Algarve. And I want you to know that when I choose these apartments, I sift through a lot of ads. And I don't just pick randomly what to show you. I look at, I don't know, 50 ads in total, maybe 60, 70 ads in total, and I save them on a Word document. And after that, on another day, I also go through them and I pick especially for the video the most appealing apartment that requires some conditions. The main condition is that I have to like the apartment. So I chose this apartment like I would choose for me to go to visit. Of course, this reflects my taste in some aspect, but not only, because I think also about the people who want a little bit of comfort, but I also think about the people who want a bigger place, not so close to the sea, or maybe someone who needs not to drive. I think of all the people who are watching my videos, not only my taste. So I hope you are seeing that through the video. And I'm going to try to explain in detail why I think this apartment that I'm showing you it's worth a visit, or it can be worthy of the price, in my opinion. Also, I chose houses that are completely remodeled because I know how hard it is to remodel and how expensive it is. And a lot of people don't want the hassle. They just want to get moved, and this is it. But some other people, or they don't have the money to remodel, or they don't want to pay for the taste of other people. And then I chose for them a house that it's not remodeled, and maybe it looks very bad, but I see the potential in it. So this is what I try to show you, the potential in a place. For 200,000 euros, we start with a T0. And why this is special, it's because of the area. The area, it's the old village in Vilamura. It's a very established area, very expensive area. It's in a resort, of course. It's fairly big, 84 square meters. It's 84 square meters for just one room, and it has air conditioning. In the complex, it has a supermarket, which is important. It has restaurants close by, and it's close to the marina de Vilamura. It's close to the beach, but not walking distance. It's close to the golf resorts. This is practically the room, and as you see, it's kind of like a hotel room. This is why it says Old Village Hilton. It's close to the Hilton Hotel. You have to visit the area. But like you see, it's just that room. It's the room, and here you have the couch and the TV and also the bed. This is very good for an investment. If you just come to Algarve just 1 month per year and you just want to invest in something, you can rent this at a very high potential. The furniture is okay, it's nice. This is the kitchen. What I like about the kitchen, it has a window, it's very important, and it's remodeled or fitted. You can stay here, you don't have to do anything about it. And it has all the appliances that you need. They are stainless steel, and this is important. And I have to say that I like the fact that the kitchen is closed, because it not only that has a window, but the kitchen is also closed. I like also the bathroom, not the fanciest bathroom I saw, but it has everything that you need, and it already has a shower. This is also important. And barari baraboom, it has this. I mean, you have access to this. Another room altogether, and in Algarve the space outside is very important. So it would appear that this is your private terrace. Of course, you have this terrace here that it's the neighbors, but you can put here something for a little privacy. This is very important, that terrace. It's a wonder, and I'm sure that you have very nice views. Yes. And this is the resort, the area, let's say, where you have the restaurants, the clubhouse. It's very small comparing to the price, because I will show you in the end, you can buy at this price T6, I mean 7 rooms. But this is the kind of quality you can buy in this budget. So you have to go and see for yourself. Everybody knows Vilamura is very expensive. Moving on to 1 bedroom, also in the budget. You have 1 bedroom, so you have a living room and bedroom, 76 square meters. It has air conditioning. Please remember to check if the air conditioning is actually working when you are buying an apartment, because I didn't check. I just saw the air conditioning on the wall, and of course the air conditioning barely runs, and I have 3 air conditioning and only 1 works. The price is also because
it's in a 5-star complex with all the facilities, but when you see that you have access to all the facilities, please remember that you have to pay the condominium fees. So you don't just buy the apartment, you also have to pay an extra fee. The area is Carvoeiro. Carvoeiro, it's an up-and-coming area. It has some well-established resorts, a quite expensive area, so it's not compared to Albufeira, for example, who is not such an expensive area. Carvoeiro, it's more quiet and more select. I mean, it is Carvoeiro with the touristy town, which is very small, and a small beach, but you have on these hills in Carvoeiro all the resorts which are gated, closed gated, and so you have more privacy. Let's see the pictures. This is probably the main pool, and this is the apartment. I like the sofas, and the fact that there are 2 sofas here indicate a big room. I like the fact that it has the balcony. I like a balcony with glass. The resort is quite nice. This is the pool from the resort. Of course, you have to pay that fee I was talking about. I like that you are in the resort, which is very green. It has this area for kids, and these area for kids, as you see, are not close to the actual apartment, so I don't expect much noise. I like the kitchen because it's renovated. I don't know why people renovate in Algarve with this black stuff. It closes down the space. I don't like how this is showing, but I like the stainless steel. You also have the room to put all that couch, the 2 couches and the table, which has 4 seats, so it's quite a big room. It seems like the bedroom, it's also large. And another picture from the pool. So I wanted to show you also the Carvoeiro area, because Carvoeiro here. Carvoeiro, it's a little bit difficult because it's a hilly town, like very hilly. I have trouble walking up and down Carvoeiro. I just walk around a little bit in the touristy area, and if I want to visit other areas of Carvoeiro, I get up in the car and do it. And this can be a potential problem for some seniors. But what it's lovely about Carvoeiro is that it has these pathways along the sea, and you can walk like 4 or 6 kilometers from Carvoeiro to Faro, so in this direction. You can potentially go here to Tivoli, Carvoeiro, which is a great resort, Praia de Valle Covo, which is very beautiful. So you can have a lot of sightseeing if you are in this Carvoeiro area. Also, 1 bedroom. What you can buy with this money? 1 bedroom in Quarteira. Quarteira is very close to Vilamura. It's not so posh area, but it's really on the sea side. So you are staying in this apartment and you are actually right across the sea. You cross the street and you are on the beach. This is the main appeal of Quarteira for me. And I really like this apartment because it's a penthouse on the 1st floor, so you have quite a view with a large terrace, which is very beautiful. And you walk just 5 minutes to the beach. I really like this terrace, and it's quite renovated. So you see these leaves. I was talking in my video about my apartment, the fact that to put these leaves here, which are artificial, it cost a lot of money, so I didn't do that. I made something cheaper on my balcony. And these plants, which are natural, are also very expensive. Renovated quite nicely. I really love this terrace, and I think it's the main appeal of the apartment. I also like how they renovated the apartment because they put wooden flooring on the floors and you see it quite really changes everything. If you had tiles here, it wouldn't be the same. It gives a warmth to the apartment and it makes it more luxurious. if you put wood into your home, it would make everything more luxurious. And it's quite big, the living room. And it has those nice doors. It's very bright, the apartment, from all the light that it comes into the apartment. Very, very nice. Also, you have this kitchen, which is a closed kitchen. I like this rack with wine, Portuguese wine. Very good. And I like how they utilized the place here. I like this island. And of course, they have windows, which is important. It's a big kitchen. And it has everything that you need. What I don't like is this balcony. I guess they do it what they can with this balcony, but I don't know. I don't like that kind of place. The bathroom is also renovated. It's nice. It's a nice bathroom. And this is the bedroom. What they want to show us here, they are not the clothes, but the fact that you have a lot of storage room. I don't like this window. I prefer the windows to be all the way up to the floors. Like I said, the main appeal is the terrace, because you would live here 50% of your time. You would live on this terrace, so the outside space is very important. Moving on. Also a T1 in another area. It's slightly above the budget, but I would expect you can negotiate the price down. They also already showing that this apartment was slightly expensive. What I did with my apartment in Portugal, when I bought in Portugal and when I bought in Romania, is that I would always look for properties above my budget, and I would try to negotiate them down. Of course, the realtors are not going to be very happy that you apply this technique, but for me it worked. So if they are willing to let the price down, I think you can up your budget a little if you think the apartment is worth it, or you can negotiate the price down if you have all the money, or I don't know, if you just can negotiate the price down. This is in Albufeira. You would expect that in Albufeira you will really get something of quality for this money, because Albufeira is a cheaper area for apartments. But they have also this area where they constructed new buildings, and this is one of the new buildings. They said that this is in a condominium with pools and green space, and they have tennis courts, and they have security, which can be important. And it's close to the Cidade Velha, which means old town. And I think this is pronounced Cidade Velha. Cidade Velha, I think, I don't know. Cidade. They have this way of pronouncing things only without the vowels. So it's now Cidade, it's Cidade Velha, I think. I don't know, I'm still learning. Let's see. I love this balcony. It's not that big, it's more long, but you have room to put a lot of things here. You have also storage room. And I like the view. I have to say, I like the view. You see the sea, and you are seeing these apartments, but they are not very close. This is how the condominium looks, which is spectacular in photos, but you have to go there to see it, because this is a photo taken when this was constructed, and maybe it's not looking so good right now. So always go and see. I don't really like this layout of the apartment, but what I like is that the kitchen has a door, so I guess that's good. You have this storage place on the hallway, which is always good. This is the living room. It's a big living room. I don't really care about this furniture. This type of furniture type, not really the same, but the type of furniture I have in my house in Romania. But for Algarve, I want something completely different. I want something that screams ocean house, apartment by the ocean. So this is too heavy for Algarve, I think. But I think the apartment is very big. And this is the bedroom. I love this lamp. And I like the view, and I like the fact that in the bedroom you can go to the balcony, and I think the balcony extends right up to the living room, and this is nice. And this is also because of the layout. So I don't like the layout of the apartment, but I like that the layout permits these features to have a long balcony, and you can come up to the balcony also from the living room and also from the balcony. I guess the owner has a thing for Lisbon. I think I have the same poster on my wall in my office in Romania. Nice poster. And the kitchen, which is of course large kitchen and fitted kitchen. And the bathroom with a tub. Nice. And the view. All in all, a nice apartment. I mean, a nice apartment. But I wanted to show you something in Albufeira because there are a lot of people who like to stay there. Moving on to T2. Yes? This is back to Quarteira. Quarteira, which is not the posh area, but is very close to Vilamura. It's practically, they are glued together. If you don't know the area very well, you don't know when you are in Quarteira and where you are in Vilamura. You only know by the look of it. Vilamura is it's a town, but it's a very resort type of thing. It has green grass, palm trees, and so on and so forth. And Quarteira has not so lovely buildings, but Quarteira has the old town of Quarteira, which is nice. It says that it is very close to the beach. It's a new building and says that it's in construction. I don't usually choose to show you anything in the construction phase because I know how these things work, and until you don't see actually the building that is constructed, I wouldn't advise you to put your money in it. But this seems to be constructed, and it has a very good price for T2 and for the meters that it has. And it also has included a garage. So this is how it would look, the apartment. I'm not sure if these are the actual photos. I think this is the actual photo of the building, and I really love the building. Of course, it's newly constructed, and this is what you would see from the building. It's in an area where a lot of new constructions are built. As you see, I think I really know the area. It's a lovely area. It has a market close by, a farmer's market close by. And this is how it looks. It's all very new, and it has this panoramic view. If you see here, you see the sea here, you see the sea here, and it's not really a 360 view of the sea, but it's quite impressive. And for the price, it's very nice. And the area is quite nice. It has a lot of green space, so it's not bad. It's not bad, the area. If the kitchen would come fully fitted like this, it's a nice apartment for the price. And it has a very large terrace. So you would have to go and see if this would be just a model apartment or this is what you actually buy with this money, because for the money, I guess it's a very good apartment. So I would just go and see what they are going to sell me. It's a new building. You can make a credit directly to the owner of the building. I don't know. So there are a lot of opportunities. My advice would be never buy something in a building that is not constructed closed. I mean, it has to be in the final stage, maybe just to put the decorations, and not buy something that has only, I don't know, the foundation. Moving on, T2, slightly under budget, a lot of space, and with garage included. Even if it's not a new building, it's a slightly new building. This is the building and this is the apartment. And I quite like the building. I mean, it's interesting. It's not like an old gray building. When you have this much space, you would expect that the rooms to be large. So it's no surprise that this room has a lot of space to put a couch and to put a table and to put a lot of other stuff. What I like when they renovate these apartments and it gives something classy, it's those things that they put here, and also if you can encounter here on the bottom of the walls, they give an aristocratic feel. And what I liked about this apartment, because I told you that everything has a little something, you see this kitchen here? It has these doors that they are sliding doors, so you can have a closed kitchen but also an open kitchen. And this is a wonderful, wonderful solution when you don't get along with your partner, your partner wants a closed kitchen and you want an open kitchen. This is the solution. The terrace, it's not big, it's not small, it's important that it's there. And what I like about the terrace, you have this constructed here. This is for cooking of the meat outside, and I like that you from the kitchen you can go outside on the terrace, because this is important. When you carry out the food that you made in the kitchen, you have direct access to the balcony where you eat, and when you cook you can slide these doors shut. Look, this is a better picture. You can cook here, you can cook outside, and this is a source of water. Look, I like this bedroom, and what this bedroom has so special and gives you a posh feel, the wooden floors, and the ensuite bathroom. Quite a large bathroom. And the second room, because we are a T2, I forgot about this. The second room, which seem for a child, but it's a fairly big room. You can fit a bed here, for not for a child. Oh, and this is two bathrooms. It seems that it has 2 bathrooms. Dois casas de banho. Yes, it has 2 bathrooms. I like better this bathroom because it has a shower, and I like the tiles better, I don't know. And it has a garage included. Moving on, Budens. I wanted to find some apartments in not so touristy places. You cannot say about a resort or this area, Vila do Bispo, that it's not touristy, but it's not. I mean, everyone knows Albufeira. I don't know how many people heard about Budens. This apartment is in Santo Antonio Golf and Spa Resort near Budens. Look, here is Budens, and here is Lagos, here's Carvoeiro, Albufeira, Faro. So all the way to Budens. If you don't mind driving that much from the airport to your house, here is a nice place to be. This is the area. I love it when they put pictures like this because you can see everything from up above. It's not that green, this area, but they are trying. They are planting trees. This is the main pool of the resort. Nice pool. It's a golf resort, so this is the golf area. And this is the house. I see it's a little hilly. You have to climb a lot of stairs. I don't know about the groceries, but you have to go there and see if this is an issue or not. But what I liked about this apartment, apart from the fact that it's in Budens and nobody heard of Budens, I guess, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, it's this terrace and this view, and the fact that they have this palm tree right so close to the terrace. The terrace is amazing. I mean, it's very big and it has this view of the hills. Not everybody wants to look at the sea. A hilly view is also something very beautiful. Look how beautiful it is, and you see the golf course and the people who are playing golf. You can see right here, this is a mini cart of golf. It can be quite pleasant to watch other people play golf even if you don't play. And what I like is the fact that the house is very big. I like the layout of the house. I like the fact that you have downstairs the living room, and you have this living area and the sleeping area are separated. Of course, I like this. I chose this for the house I bought also. I like this separation. I don't know if this fireplace works. I don't know how the fireplace works in Algarve. I don't know. The house comes with a dog. I really like animals. This house has an appeal, a certain appeal. The kitchen is big and the rooms are quite nice. Not the best bathroom. I like the doors. I would renovate this bathroom, but it can be used like it is. This is odd. Who would construct this? I mean, yeah. And the second bathroom. Yeah, so you have to go and see, and also is well above budget. You would have to negotiate this down quite a bit, but it's a nice area. I think this is why it's so expensive. Moving on to T3 in Silves. In Silves, this is not on the seaside, but I love this town just because it's not on the seaside. Because, you know, sometimes you just need to go to see something in the mountains. I don't know, something more Algarvian. It's on the budget and it's very big. Of course, T3 you would expect to have a lot of square meters, but this is a lot of square meters and it has a garage included. And it's really in town. This is why I liked and I chose this, because it's in town. This is the main, I don't know, the old Silves, the old town, and the apartment is right here, so you can go on a walk every morning here, and it's a very, very nice area. Here you have cafes and you can see it every morning. It's really, really nice. Let's see the apartment. Quite big couch, big table. I don't like that it's this color, but it can be changed. Important is that it's quite new and it can be used. What I don't like when you buy into town and you are in an old building like this, you see, the windows are really, really small, and this has a lot of furniture. I mean, you can make this room bigger if you arrange otherwise. I would renovate, quite frankly, this, but you see these windows, these have potential for very nice French windows, white French windows. It can look like crowded, but you can do something really nice here if you remove all this furniture and you decorate like light white. This color on the walls didn't help. But all in all, a nice apartment, a very big apartment. This is the center. You know what I learned about Algarve? In every town, every little village have Igreja Matriz. Igreja Matriz means a church, the main church, and every little village, as little as 2 houses, has an Igreja Matriz. More often than not, Igreja Matriz is the only point of interest for a tourist because it's the only thing that you can visit. But apart from Igreja Matriz, I like to visit in every little place I go, the streets, because there is where you see the people who are living there, you see the houses, you see, you know, you get a feeling of the place. But whenever you are seeing a picture of a church showing to you in a town, you can bet that is Igreja Matriz. Moving on to Tavira, and we have T4, which means 4 bedrooms, 5 rooms. I chose this for one specific reason, because it's a house, standalone house on a piece of land, and a lot of people are interested in having a house on their own land because they can cultivate things, they can grow things. You don't say cultivate, you say grow things in English. I think I have to take some English lessons, not so much Portuguese lessons, because if you don't know Portuguese, everybody understands because it's a hard language, but nobody understands if you don't express yourself in English good. And I didn't do much English in school, so this is why my English is not so good. So you grow things on your own land and you become independent, and even for the people who don't want to be independent, so this is not their main issue. Their main issue is to be healthy. So they grow their own food in order to be healthy because they want to live longer, because you encounter such a beautiful life in Portugal and you want to stay alive to live it. So this house is a standalone house and it's of interest for the people who don't want to live in the condominium. And when you deal with a standalone house, you have a lot of space. Living space and the other areas are separate. So you have stairs in the house. This can be a plus and a minus. I don't know in which situation you are. So in these kind of places, you don't really get the best amenities like the best renovation or I don't know, the best furniture with the house, but you get a lot of space and you get a lot of green and you get a lot of quietness, because this house is not in Tavira like this says Moradia. When you see the word Moradia, means standalone house. It says isolada, I mean it's not really in town like you see. It says has good access, 10 minutes away from Fuzeta or Luz de Tavira, which Luz de Tavira is a little town also, and 15 minutes to Tavira and some beaches. It's an ideal property if you want a calm environment. This is why I chose this property. Someone has a chance to do something really special here because it's a lot of space, a lot of rooms. And this is the street and some pictures of the area. What I'm interested to find out is how large is the lote. I mean the land, it's 10,000 square meters, which is a lot of land. Moving on to a T4 apartment in Villarreal de Sant Antonio. I have a video about Villarreal de Sant Antonio. You seem to really like that video, so go check it out. I will also link it here. Well above the budget, but maybe you could negotiate it down. And this has also a garage box, which means deposit space of 20 square meters. It has an elevator, which is important. And this is the apartment. I like that it's very open apartment, open space, a lot of space here. I like that it has windows here, so you have also windows on this sitting area. I like that the pattern is very bright and light, and these double doors I would replace this, of course, with French doors, white French doors. You would expect then this apartment to be big, everything. The kitchen is big. I like the furniture. I don't like the color of the furniture, but you can see that the fronts are of quality. I don't actually like this top either. I would put something white here. This is a little area to stay outside, and the furniture is a little bit over the top for Algarve, but it's not bad. It's nice, but it's not fitted for Algarve in my opinion. Maybe for a castle or something. And when you have this type of bed, you don't put this type of doors, so this doesn't go well together. This is something new and this is something very beautiful and old, and I wouldn't do that. I mean, it doesn't look good. The bathroom, the hallway, another room, bathroom. I like this type of shower with the step, but I wouldn't put this here. I would strip that away and I would put here, from here to here, a nice glass, and I would make all this a shower. Maybe they didn't have the money because it was clearly built for that. Nice room. And Villarreal de Sant Antonio, it has a distinctive advantage to be on the border with Spain, so you can visit Spain. I already said that in my video. Go check that video up. Let's see in Oliao. In Oliao, an apartment, a T4. I love Oliao, despite the fact that in my last video I said that you couldn't park in Oliao. and you guys seem not to like that. Véndese. You will see this sign a lot. It says that the apartment is renovated. It's renovated. This is a picture from the center of Oliao, and probably this is the apartment. And what I like is the building. It's nice. And I like the view. I mean, this balcony is very small, but look what view. You see this beautiful, beautiful church, and I like these azulejos. I like this. I would love to see this every morning. I really would. The rooms are small. I mean, I think the layout is not the best, but for this kind of square meters, 168 square meters, 168 square meters, not the best layout. I mean, also the bathroom is very small. I know I said at the beginning of the video that I looked at this, but I looked at this and I chose this apartment some days ago, and I quite frankly forgot some aspects. And if you are wondering why I chose this apartment because it's in Oliao. And I think I was impressed with this kitchen, but they made the kitchen bigger than the bedroom, and I don't live in the kitchen. I don't understand this apartment. Oh, but it has this terrace. I think this is why I chose it, because it has this terrace, which is very big, and you can really make something beautiful out of this. But apart from this, quite expensive. It has 5 rooms, 4 bedrooms, and it is in the center of Oliao, but you have to go and see if it's something I don't know, for you. And it says here that it's the first floor, and it doesn't have an elevator, and this is a big problem. I mean, really big problem. Imagine yourself carrying the groceries on the stairs. Just imagine that. 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms on the budget, and a lot of square meters, 94 square meters in Portimao. Fairly new construction, is in a gated community. It has a swimming pool that you can use. It's a common swimming pool. And because it's a condominium, everybody says that it's excellent to monetize, which is right. So I like the pool area. I like that they have these green areas here. I like the surroundings. It's in town, but not really. I mean, it's in a quiet area of the town. Let's say it like this. And what caught my attention, these 5 bedrooms are not a single property. You have a property which is made from 2 bedrooms, a living room, a kitchen, a terrace, and you have another property with 3 bedrooms, bathroom and living room. And this is excellent because you can live in one property and you can rent another property. And in this complex, which looks like a hotel, it's not really a hotel, it's not a 4 or 5 star thing, but it's a type of place where you can have access to laundry, and they change your towels, and it's good for monetizing. It doesn't look the best, but it can be improved. It's not much to look at. It's just an average property, but with the distinctive advantage that it's really 2 properties. So if you think you are interested in that, and maybe this gives you some ideas to look for another properties like that, I wanted to show you that you can buy kind of like 2 properties, 2 ugly properties, but 2 properties in this budget. And I think I would do that if I would have an extra 200,000 euros. And now la pièce de résistance. 7 rooms, 6 bedrooms in Portimao. I wanted to show you how much property you can buy for these monies, because it's always, I don't know, a challenge to see how much you can buy in this budget. And it says here that it has 6 cuartos, 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, two salas comuns. I don't know what this means, like 2 living rooms we would see, and 2 cozinhas. Cozinhas is kitchens. And 1 parking space. Oh, and this apartment, now I see, I didn't read this. I honestly didn't, but we are going to read now together. It's divided in 2 apartments, so it's not one apartment with 7 rooms, which is really great because, again, you can stay in 1 apartment and rent the rest. And it's in center of the Portimao town, really close to Mercado Municipal. And it's important to have a Mercado Municipal close because you really want to get that freshness every day. And if it's in close walking distance, you would do it more than once to go and actually take home fresh food. Let's see it. I like the building. I mean, it's not a bad building. It looks good. So it's in need of remodeling. They say that already, but it's a very large space for that money. 2 properties. Yes, it has potential. Oh, I really like, I wouldn't keep this in my house, but I would make something, a special project. I wouldn't just throw away the tiles because this is very nice tiles. It remembers of the old times, and I would like to keep a little part of the history of this house. It's always important to keep something of the past, of the history of the house. Yes, there are a lot of rooms, and some are bigger than others. But really interesting property. I really wanted to show you this. What I don't like, it's of course the view. You see something ugly. But in this price, you have to make a compromise. Yeah, not the best view. But I like this. I like that you are really in the center of the town.
What did you think about these properties? I think we are getting somewhere with this budget, don't we? In my next video, that will be about 250,000 euros. So I will be able finally to show you something in my resort. Something very little, but in my resort. And I'm very excited about that. So until next time, stay safe and comment down below about your vision, your opinion about properties in Algarve and Portugal. And I will see you in my next one. Bye!